All right, somebody has some sound issues. Hello. Let's see if this works this time. Welcome to our first parental meeting on our YouTube live channel. We have teachers that will join us in just a minute. We'll try to answer any questions that you have. This is to hopefully get everyone updated and get everybody on the same page as far as any issues or concerns you might have. Mr. Madewell is also joining us. He might have some things to share. Thank you for being here. We've seen a few comments come in from kids. Great to see and hear from you. So keep posting, keep asking questions, and we'll answer them until they're all done. Once they're done, we'll share a little bit and try to get on out of here before the rain hits. So I'm going to try to change screens a little bit and get us our teachers on here. All right. Okay, I think we're all here. So far we have about 20 viewers, so that's not too bad. Hopefully we'll get a few more, and we'll try to make this better if we do it again. So it looks like right now Miss Lamarand is probably the popular one. So Miss Lamarand, if you want to say hi back to everybody that's coming in saying hi to you, you're welcome to.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great time at home. We sure miss you.
All right, let's go through. Did see a question about how to get worksheets back. We do have a filing cabinet out front that will have paper packets that are in there. You can also get to every one of the worksheets digitally and either work on them on your device or print them off at home, whatever's easiest for you. But there is a 4-door filing cabinet out front, and you're welcome. There's 1 or 2 in each one packets, and you can come get those at any time you need them. Okay. Seeing a bunch of emojis. Looks like the kiddos are on here good. Cynthia Williams says, thank you for checking on the students. If you would go over how to fill in area of a circle.
How to find the area. We don't do area of the circle in 3rd grade. She might talk about radius or diameter. She asking about the radius and the diameter questions, or
it just says we're doing okay. Want to thank you for checking in on all the students. If you would go over how to find an area of a circle.
Okay. So we'll get with her on what question she's wanting to know about, because I'm not sure which one she's asking about.
Okay.
We don't the area. I'd have to so.
And she just texted again and said that's what she's after. So
Okay.
I don't think that's one of our 3rd grade skills that we're working on the worksheets, but if you are running into that, we'll
Sure. Yeah, we'll help her
on Dojo or however we get. Court Freeman says our family remains grateful for our teachers, proud of our students and community. Couldn't agree more. This is an unprecedented time. We didn't know how this was going to work out. It's not the best in the world, but it's sure not the worst either. And that goes to the credit of all the parents, all the kids, and all the staff, everybody working together to make it as good as we can. So we definitely appreciate everybody. Watching along with Travis Meyer. Don't blame you there. I've got AccuWeather up on my end. There you go, Miss Lamarand, still being popular. I think she recruited some people coming in.
Oh, there's Kaylin's on there
Kaylin said
now.
hi.
Hello, Kaylin.
All right, parents, whatever questions you have, if we can answer them, we would definitely like to try to help. This is what this is for. Michelle Turney, we really appreciate all that our teachers have done to get our kids through this. And of course me, because, that's me. But we appreciate you and all the work you're doing too. So it's definitely a two-way street. I think we've reached the bottom. Mr. Madewell, do you have anything to share with we're getting a few more parents coming in. Do you have anything you want to share with everybody?
Oh, I don't want everybody to get engulfed in the doom and gloom. We're gonna come out of this. Everything's gonna be all right. Everybody's gonna work. We're gonna have school. I'm amazed at what you guys have done. I mean, totally amazed at what you've done. I've looked at other schools that supposedly were advanced schools or recognized as being outstanding schools in the area, in the state, and I think they're going to have to take a little back seat to you guys. You awesome.
Well, thank you. And it comes down to your leadership too. It's everybody working together. So we definitely appreciate you. You've given us the leeway to do what we thought was the best. And again, not knowing how we were going to work, it's worked out to be pretty good.
Mr. Ambrose, I have a parent that just messaged on Dojo asking if they're going to get their medals this year. So some other parents may have questions about certificates and honor rolls and things like that.
Right. We had a staff meeting this morning, and we are going to try to make certificates for all of our normal awards, and we'll think up some new ones. And what our plan is to try to do something similar to this during the last week of school, and we'll read all the names, we'll give awards, and then try to email those to the parents, and that way you can print your own certificates off. Medals probably won't happen this year, simply because it's hard to get those to you. Another question that keeps coming up is about pictures. As of right now, Miss Walker was nice enough to call Ruth Kelly for us. If you want to share what you heard from them.
Right now?
Sure.
Okay. I called Ruth Kelly to check on pictures. I had a couple of parents questioning when pictures would be in, and they stated that as of right now, they have the pictures and they are online for you to be able to purchase them still. However, they are not printed at this time, and they're kind of behind with all of the same things that we've been dealing with, and so they're trying to contact schools individually to see if they can send them to the schools or if they want to be picked up by the parents and so forth. So right now we're in limbo waiting to hear from Ruth Kelly to figure out where those pictures will be at for you to be able to pick them up.
And as an extension of that, we will probably more than likely it'll be the first part of next year. Hopefully we get to start school in a somewhat normal fashion. We don't know if it'll be early or a little later. There's a lot of things up in the air right now, but we do plan to have Meet the Teacher and our normal things in the beginning of the year next year, and we may end up handing those pictures out at that point. So we'll try to keep our distance as much as we can right now to do what we can to flatten the curve, as they say. All right, a few more come in. Rebecca Ambrose says hi.
Rebecca.
I'm going to say that's to Cindy Wilkie instead of Miss Lamoran this time. I don't know. Carter say, thank you teachers for your service and dedication. And he says hi to Mrs. Powell and Miss Lamoran. At least spreading the schmooze around a little bit. When will it be the last day of school? It's a good question. Our calendar hasn't changed. We're going to continue to go to the 15th. That last week, we're going to try to have some activities. Like I said, obviously we can't have our normal fun days or that kind of thing, but we're going to try to have our awards ceremonies and try to make it as memorable as we can. We hate not being able to do the fun stuff just as much as the other, but it's kind of the world we're in right now. But we'll try to make it as good as we can. But to answer the question directly, 15th is still our last day. When will they send report cards home? Again, what we plan to do normally during the promotion, we'll make a packet for each kiddo, and as they walk across and we high five them to celebrate the end of the year, all those documents would be in that envelope. However, this year, what's going to end up happening is we'll make digital versions. We'll put all those certificates, all the report card, everything in one file, and try to email those to as many people as we can. That way you can print them off and you'll have access to them. We'll just need to make sure that we have the correct email for you and get them to you. And those that can't, don't have email or don't want to do it that way, then we'll work around it and have it here at some point. Okay, Michelle Turney, you agree we have the best here? Totally do. We have a question about bonus buck. That we haven't really discussed too much. You are welcome to keep those, and we might do something at the beginning of next year. I know that some of our teachers kept banks, and we'll try to keep those. We don't want you to work as hard as you did and not get anything for them, but at the same time, obviously, nobody planned on spring break being the end of our year. So we probably won't have a big auction like we normally would, but we'll try to do something fun at the beginning of next year to celebrate. Got another Miss Powell from Ava. Hello.
Hello, Ava.
Rebecca Weisner misses you, Mrs. Powell. Miss Powell coming in now.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Miss Lamran a run for her money. Hey, Nevaeh. You know me.
All right.
Ben, I miss you too, Ben. I see you're on there too.
Yep. A question about summer school. Has it been canceled? It's definitely changed. Mr. Madewell, you're welcome to chime in wherever I mess up here. I think the summer school is going to be through the 21st Century program. It's going to be mainly virtual. The teachers have been in contact with a lot of the normal kids that have been enrolled in the after-school program, and you'll be hearing more about those in the next week or so. I know we have a couple teachers that work the after-school program. Is that about right? Is that what you've heard too?
Mm-hmm.
It's got virtual.
That's what I understand.
Okay. And along the same lines, Mr. Madewell, we are going to continue with lunches into June. Is that correct?
We're going to continue at lunches as long as the federal government will allow it. And I think that if they think it's important now, they surely are going to think it's important all the way through the summer. So I would say that we may go. I know that we're approved through June, but we'll be trying to do the same thing in July by the time school starts.
Okay. All right. Hello? Don't know who that one is. Okay. Well,
Mr. Ambrose, I've had a couple of parents asking about how to turn in packets, and I've told them that we haven't made a decision about that just yet. Do you know anything new on that?
well, we'll work out the process as we get closer to the end of the year, but I would encourage everyone to take a snapshot and email the completed work to your teachers in order to get it in the grade book before we run those report cards and the award certificates. Don't want to mess up there, because whatever packets get turned in, it may be a little while before we get to go through them. So if you want credit for it, I'd make sure that you take pictures and get those to your teachers either through email or however you guys normally communicate. Is that good? Anybody else have a question anyway?
I had quite a few questions today about when the work was expected to be turned in, or when we would like to have the work turned in. And we have told everybody so far that we would like to try to have the work turned in by May 8th, which is next Friday. And that will give us time to figure the awards and stuff before the certificates will be finished on the 15th. That last week will be full of virtual field trips, and we have some fun activity type things planned for them, and so there won't be actual assignments to turn in that last week. So if we could get them all by May 8th, that would be best. Of course, if it takes a little bit longer, that's fine.
Okay. Now that sounds good to me. And again, as far as credit for the work, the best thing to do would be to get it to your teacher digitally if possible. That way there's no lapses there. Cynthia Williams says, if we miss any assignments, will you let us know? Teachers?
Yes, we'll be in contact with you if there's anything that we haven't gotten that we still need.
Okay. So unless there's more questions that come in while we do this last little spiel, then yes, May 8th for all the assignments to be in, especially digitally. Then we will recap one more time. Dina Wilson, Ms. Lamoran, could you please keep us informed about summer school?
If anything changes, I will let you know.
Okay. So once again, work by the May 8th. The last week will be trying to finish up just like we normally would. We do plan on having our promotion ceremonies. Obviously, it'll be digital or virtual instead of on campus. But we'll try to make it as special as we can for the kiddos. And once we get the schedule kind of down pat, we'll be spreading that information out to you. That way everybody knows what's going on. I would say that if you do have any questions, feel free to contact the school. 918-473-2384. May have to leave a message, but we'll get back with you in a day or so. We're trying to hold down relatively normal office hours 3 days a week, trying to stay caught up, and so we'll be back with you as quickly as we can. You can also email me, just like everybody else. It's always with me on my phone, so I'll try to get back with you as quickly as I can. My email is D as in David, R as in Ryan, Ambrose at shakota.k12.ok.us, and I'm sure you have your teachers. Doesn't look like we have any other comments, and so at this time, teachers, Mr. Madewell, do you have anything else to say before we sign off?
Well, I don't know. There's so much uncertainty about the future. We know how we're going to finish school, and we're going to finish it strong because of you guys and because of the parents and students. How we're going to start school, we don't know. We can listen to everybody and all that sort of thing, but I figure that it's probably going to be June, 1st of June, before we have a clue on whether how we'll start school. We know we're going to have school. We all hope that we can get back with kids because we miss them. Obviously, they miss the teachers, but as soon as we can nail something down, we'll let everybody know. I promise you.
Yes, sir. Teachers?
We miss all you guys. We really do. So hope you're having a great stay-at-home work.
Really proud of you guys for the jobs that you're doing. Keep sending us work.
Send us some pictures, what you're doing. We have our Facebook group. Post some things that you're doing. Some of you have, but we want to see more.
Nevaeh, I miss you too.
All right. Well, we thank everybody. Again, stay in contact with your teachers. Again, welcome to contact the school. We will try to answer your questions. Please stay safe tonight. The storms look pretty bad headed this way. I don't know if they'll stay together, but I'm going to get out of here and head back to my cellar and make sure it's dry enough to get in tonight. And again, we appreciate everybody. Have a great night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.